Welcome to York, not just a city, but a timeline you can walk through. Every step here is layered with history. Every corner carries a story. And if you slow down for a second, you can feel it. Because York doesn't rush, it doesn't need to. It's already stood the test of time. Let's start right here with York Minster. Look at it, towering above everything, solid, unshaken. This isn't just a building, this is centuries of belief, effort, craftsmanship, and patience. It took over 250 years to build. Think about that. The people who started it never saw it finished. They worked anyway. They committed anyway. They gave everything to something bigger than themselves, knowing they might never see the end result. And that's something we've lost today. Everyone wants quick results, instant success, immediate gratification. But York Minster stands here as a reminder the greatest things in life take time. They take commitment, they take sacrifice, they take vision, and most importantly, they take consistency. Now take a walk with me. This is the Shambles, one of the most famous streets in the world. Narrow, crooked, uneven. Buildings leaning in like they're holding each other up. And once upon a time, this wasn't some postcard location. This was tough. Butchers worked here. Blood ran through the streets. It was raw, it was real. No filters, no comfort. And yet it survived. It adapted. What was once a place of struggle is now a place people travel from all over the world to see. And that's powerful, because it shows you something simple. Your current situation doesn't define your future. Where you are right now isn't where you have to stay. Everything can evolve, everything can improve, but only if you keep going. Now look how tight this street is. You can't rush through here. You're forced to slow down. And sometimes that's exactly what life is telling you to do. Slow down, pay attention, be present. Most people are so busy chasing the next thing, they forget to actually live the moment they're in. Places like this remind you there's value in the now. Let's move on. This is Clifford's Tower, what remains of York Castle. It stands on this hill overlooking everything, and it's seen things most people couldn't even imagine. War, conflict, tragedy. This place has a heavy history, but it still stands. And when you look out from the top, you see the whole city, and it puts things into perspective. Because sometimes you need to step back. You need to rise above your current situation to see where you really are. Most people stay stuck because they never change their viewpoint. They stay at ground level, trapped in their problems. But the moment you rise, the moment you look at your life from a higher perspective, things change. Clarity comes, direction becomes clearer. And suddenly, what felt overwhelming doesn't feel so big anymore. That's the power of perspective. Now let's take it further. These are the city walls, still wrapping around the city after all these years. Built for protection, built for defense, and they've held strong. You can walk them today. You can literally walk the line that once protected everything inside. And that should make you think, because just like a city needs walls, so do you. Standards, boundaries, discipline. Not everything deserves access to you. Not every distraction deserves your time. Not every opinion deserves your attention. You need to protect your focus. Protect your energy. Protect your path. Because if you don't, life will pull you in every direction and you'll end up going nowhere. York survived because it was protected, and your progress depends on the same thing. Now as we move through the city, past the streets, past the shops, the people, understand this. York isn't special because it's perfect. It's special because it endured. It was attacked. It was rebuilt. It was reshaped again and again. And that's exactly what your life will be. You will be tested. You will face setbacks. You will have moments where things don't go your way. But that's not failure. That's part of the process. Because nothing strong is built without resistance. Nothing meaningful comes without effort. Nothing lasting is created without time. And York proves that. Every single brick here, every structure, every street, it all exists because someone kept going. Through difficulty, through uncertainty, through time. So when you walk through York, don't just see a city, see a blueprint. A blueprint for how to live. Be patient like the Minster. Be adaptable like the Shambles. Be resilient like Clifford's Tower. Be disciplined like the city walls. Because if you can do that, you don't just visit history, you become something worth remembering. So as you leave here today, ask yourself one question. What am I building? Something temporary or something that lasts? Because one day your life will be the result of that answer. If this hit you, don't just watch it and move on. Take something from it, apply it, build with it. Because motivation means nothing without action. If you're serious about becoming stronger, more disciplined, and taking control of your life, subscribe. This isn't about quick wins or easy motivation. This is about real change. So if you're ready for that, stay with me and start building your storm.